The much-anticipated 2014 Forester is here at University Subaru. Newly redesigned, inside and out, with sleek styling, symmetrical all-wheel drive, and maximum performance. Plus now 32 miles per gallon. Join us for the Subaru Love Spring event going on now and see the all-new Forester. All-wheel, all-weather, all-wow. Available in mid-Missouri, only at University Subaru. The wise choice.
Way the Germans would say it.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends, Wednesday, February the 19th. Our one guest today, a really interesting guy, Val Germann, the Central Missouri Astronomical Association. Good to have you here, Val.
Thanks for having me.
You brought along some beautiful pictures, as you always do. Now, if you're listening to us on the radio, you say, well, how are you going to show these beautiful pictures on the radio? We're going to try to paint a picture with words, but if you go to kbia.org, then click on Talk Shows and Radio Friends, you can watch this segment and see the pictures. Let's start with the first one, and just with words, let's say what we're looking at.
Well, this is the Great Orion Nebula, which is in the sky right now, and we can show this from Laws Observatory on Wednesday nights. This was taken by my little brother in Jeff City, right from in town.
Now, when you look at this, it looks like a cloud of white dust with red splattered in it.
And it looks like a flame, like a gas flame almost.
So how many light years away are we looking?
This is about 1,000 light years away.
Oh, that's all, just 1,000 light years.
Just 1,000 light years, and it's about 50 light years across.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's
pretty big.
It's pretty big.
The next picture that we have is of...
This is Jupiter, and this was taken by one of our astronomy club members who is an MU grad, just recently got his MA. He's at Albuquerque, New Mexico now. We can get really clear view. He took this picture in late January of Jupiter.
Yeah, now Jupiter doesn't look like it has a lot of color. It looks like a pretty cloudy place.
It's real cloudy, and right now, the belts are real prominent. We have been showing Jupiter big time at Laws, and I hope to get some more photographs. The colors, Fritz Lowndes, this gentleman's name, we're working on getting more color out of this. So next time I'll have more color.
So when you look through the telescope, are you going to, this is a pretty neat picture.
You'll actually see at least that much in the telescope.
Okay, the next one that we have.
Now here we go. These are two galaxies right next to each other up by the Big Dipper. They're in the northeastern sky right now. Messier 81 and 82 is what they're called.
This is not a painting. This is an actual picture taken through a telescope.
Right, from by Josh Hufford from Jefferson City. He has an observatory out in the country between Jeff City and California. This is a Missouri picture. And the galaxy on the left is Messier 82, and it's an exploding galaxy. You see that flame coming out of there?
Yeah.
And
the one on the right
is a regular spiral. That's just what our galaxy would look like. It's a normal spiral.
How many? You got to look at these on the website, kbia.org.
Yeah, this is a great shot.
Talk Shows, Radio Friends, and then watch this segment. How many stars and planets are in that galaxy?
Well, that galaxy is very similar to ours, so probably
our Milky Way.
Right, 100 billion stars. And they think now that more than half of them have planets, so we're looking at 50 billion planets.
Those numbers really are mind-boggling. When you say
nuts.
Billion stars in a galaxy, how many other galaxies are out there?
Well, probably a billion at least.
So a billion stars in a galaxy with a billion galaxies out in the universe. Our mind cannot comprehend that.
Yeah, it hurts your head to think about it too long.
It does. And then there are planets in there revolving around stars or suns like ours.
Almost certainly, right. This is a normal spiral just like ours, and in the spiral arms, the blue arms there are tons of planets in there.
There could be some people there looking at ours. Now, what do we have here?
Well, this is a close-up of the little galaxy, the one that's exploding, and there's a supernova in there right now, which we can show at Laws.
Okay.
If you want to come see a supernova, which we can't always show a supernova.
But you go to Laws Observatory, and you're open on Wednesday evenings.
Wednesday nights, 8 to 10.
Okay. The next picture is what?
Brand new crater on Mars. And this is one of these things where, Mars apparently is hit about 100 times a year by objects big enough to make a crater. That's a crater 100 yards across.
Now, when you look, I'm looking at this picture. I can see the ripples on the Martian surface. Those are sand dunes?
Those are sand dunes, right?
Okay,
right.
And the next one is really a phenomenal picture.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite
taken from
shots.
space, looking down at Mars.
Right, just about 3 weeks ago. And this is the Curiosity rover and its tracks. And I know before we were able to zoom in on that.
Okay, Travis, if you can zoom in on this. Now,
you can see the marks at the upper center, and then at lower left is the rover.
Yeah, and you can actually see the tracks that the rover is making across the surface of Mars. It looks like you're looking at a satellite picture on Google Maps, is what it looks like. But this is the planet Mars.
Right, and you see how rough that terrain is.
Yeah.
Terrain is very punishing. They're actually collecting some damage on the Curiosity because of how rough that terrain is.
In fact, the next picture we have is some damage on the wheels.
Yes, the wheels are taking a lot of punishment because the ground is so rough that it's going over. There's a hole punched in the aluminum wheel, right front wheel of Curiosity, and you can see there are dimples all over that wheel. So they're having to slow down because and watch where they go.
These pictures are absolutely beautiful. So if you're interested in space at all, watch the segment. Now, the last picture that we have, this is the mysterious rock.
Yes.
Nobody can explain. It appeared on Mars.
Yes, it appeared in late January and from literally overnight. Now, the photographs are a few days apart, but it's called the jelly donut.
Okay, so we've got this picture cut in half. It does look like a jelly donut.
Yes.
Here's a picture of the same spot before the rock appeared, and then a day or so later, they take another picture and whoops.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a rock there.
Where did that come from?
So where did that rock come from?
Well, nobody knows. They assume that
it does look like a jelly donut, by the way.
It looks like you want to take a bite out of that.
Yeah.
That it was kicked up by one of the wheels.
But was it moving at the time?
Well, the Curiosity had just rolled to a stop. It's been sitting in this one spot for several days. They're doing experiments there. Okay. And so they photographed the area, and then they didn't photograph it for a day or two. They went back
and came back. But had it moved since they took the photograph?
Well, apparently it did somewhat.
But William Shatner doesn't think so.
But there is a huge storm brewing about this. Because it is a little odd.
Yeah, Captain Kirk, William Shatner, what's he saying that
NASA? We're not getting enough information, basically, about
and
this.
If Captain Kirk says that, there's something behind it.
Yeah, he gets behind Twitter on that. You got a problem.
Okay, if you want to take a look through the telescope yourself, you can go to Lawrence Observatory every Wednesday. In fact, tonight.
That's right, tonight, 8 to 10, and every Wednesday through the rest of the semester.
Okay, weather permitting.
Weather permitting, we do have to be able to, see the sky.
And if you need to look at these pictures, go to kbia.org, click on Talk Shows, Radio Friends, and watch the segment. The pictures are beautiful. Val, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks again.
Pablo, our storyteller, will be with us tomorrow. Program directed by Travis McMillan. Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Rachel Gangware, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Bye-bye.